started working with Lesker in 2018. They're a manufacturer and designer of vacuum solutions based in Southeast England. Our support originally started with their utilities contracts and has since evolved to include energy management along with carbon reporting and solar panels installation. I've come to their site today to meet with their managing director, Simon Mansbridge. Simon, what would you say some of the key drivers that made you pursue solar PV specifically?
One of the key drivers actually is that the Lesker business is involved at a fundamental level in the research for a lot of these technologies. So for example, solar panels, if they're photovoltaic solar panels, which most modern solar panels will be, that technology was actually developed on Lesker machines in the beginning. So the thin layers that are deposited onto those substrates that become solar panels, that's technology we actually are involved with. We make that stuff, we make the machines that make those panels. So of course, if we're involved in that from a research and from a production point of view, we absolutely should have those things ourselves. We should be using and utilizing those things. The other thing that's really important to us is that we're a fast-growing business, so we're trying to recruit people as fast as we can to meet the needs of the business. And a lot of the younger generations of people coming into the business world today are, as we are, very passionate about sustainability long-term, sustainability of the planet and doing the right things. So the fact that we are doing the right things, I think, resonates really well with people coming into the workplace, and they feel very comfortable potentially to join a company that's working in this direction and is passionate about these things.
And in terms of Advantage Utilities, how did you find your experience of working with ourselves?
Very seamless, easy to deal with, reliable, good information, everything on time. Interestingly, as in a company, when you order something, when you sign on the dotted line and you order something from a company, sometimes what actually happens in the end isn't exactly what they told you would happen. It's just the way the world works. But in this case, it was really good. What was promised was exactly what was delivered.
What would you say that are Lesker's benefits deriving from your solar installation?
One of the benefits clearly is cost. We looked at solar a few times over the last 5 or 6, 7 years, and it was really quite prohibitively expensive at one point, and the payback time was actually very long. But because we had the increases in energy costs in Europe, in the last sort of 18 months, 2 years, the payback period came down really, really rapidly to the point where, frankly, from a financial point of view, it was a no-brainer. I mean, it makes perfect financial sense.
What does the net zero sustainability journey at Lesker entail?
Well, that's a really great question. It's something that's actually dear to our hearts. It's in our DNA, and it's really important for us to be kind of good corporate citizens. It really starts with the ownership of the company. The owners, the Lesker family, and the senior management and executive team of the company, we all feel very strongly, and we're all very passionate about sustainability and doing the right things for the planet. One of our key values in the company actually is to sustain the company for future generations to come. That's not just the business, it's the environmental issues, it's the healthiness of the company and so on. So sustainability is really in our DNA. And I would say that in terms of the journey, I'm a great believer that you can't manage what you don't measure. So it all starts with measuring our carbon footprint, our emissions and so on, and then setting some goals and then chipping away slowly but surely to do the right things to achieve those long-term goals.
And from the energy procurement to sustainability, do you feel Advantage Utilities has been able to assist and help you drive your company potential?
Yeah, not just with the solar panels, but with our 100% renewable electricity we're now using on these sites as well. They've been very helpful and offered us a lot of great advice, which has really helped us. Again, it's difficult to make. We want to run our business. We know a lot about the products and markets that we sell into. We're not experts about utilities and solar panels, particularly, or installation of solar panels. So working with a company that could really make that a very easy process for us was important, and that's exactly what they did.
And lastly, Simon, would you recommend our expertise and services to your colleagues and peers?
I would recommend that, definitely, 100%.
Thank you for your time, Simon. It's been great seeing you today.
It's a pleasure.